what I want to talk about next is recalls. Recalls means coming on calls. When I start this with a puppy in my puppy classes, I start out with what's called a plastic plate, and you can use a paper plate or a top to a ice cream container. As you can see, Sprinkles thinks it's great. It's okay. She's played with these before, so she thinks they're really nice. I use these with puppies to teach them to come to me. And the reason I use them is they're a nice target. They're visible. When I move them, they'll see them. You know how a dog can see a squirrel like out in the woods and you're looking out the window thinking, what are you looking at? And you finally figure out, oh, there's a squirrel on a branch way over there. Well, dogs can see movement really well. So this gives them, when I flap it, something to look at that's interesting to them. Notice she's responding to it. Good dog. Okay. It also makes a sound that's quite sharp that can cut through some of the other sounds that she's going to hear around the world. So I start out with 2 of these. My husband and I each have one. We are at opposite ends of the living room. We start when the puppies are really tiny. And we'll tap, tap, tap. We say their name. Tap, tap, tap. We'll say Sprinkles. And when the puppy comes to us, which it naturally will because it sees this, hears it, it's curious, it comes to us, oh, good puppy, and give it a treat. Then my husband will tap from the other side of the living room, call the puppy's name. The puppy will go running to him. And pretty soon the puppy thinks, oh, this is the tap, tap, tap game. I really like that. So it gets them excited. It has a drive to you. They really want to come to you. They don't know, but something good happens. You've always got to keep it positive. Your voice has to be positive. You have to act like it's really a cool thing. Now, she's wandered off. I'm going to call her. Sprinkles! Sprinkles! Hey, good girl! Hey, good puppy! Notice I cheered for her when she came back. Yay, puppy! Good for you. I've got to make her feel like she's very, very welcome to come to me, and something positive will happen. I don't want her ever thinking that bad things happen when she comes to me. Be really careful with that. All right, now she's headed over towards the camera. Here we go again. Sprinkles! Good puppy! Yay! Good puppy! Look at you! And see how I'm using my body language, my voice. I kind of have a trill to it. It's high pitched. It tells her how happy I am. She knows when I'm happy, and so that's how I get her to come to me. So I'm going to do it again. Ready? Sprinkles! Sprinkles! Good puppy! Notice you how happy you are. What a smart puppy! Good for you! Now, I have a leash on. I don't usually do it on a leash when I'm first starting out because they just come to me. I don't have to worry about it. There's not going to be any problem getting them to come to me. If I'm doing it outside in a highly distracting area, I am going to have a leash on now. And the reason I am is I need them to come, no matter what. So if they don't come, I go over and I get the leash, maybe dragging the leash, or I use a really long line, and I kind of give them some tugs, encourage them to come towards me, and cheer for them, and then again, give them the treat when they get there, or a toy. Doesn't matter. It can be a toy, it can be a treat, it can be anything, something that's they really like. In fact, it's better if you vary it up. The other thing I will do is I sometimes will throw the food or the toy away from me. There's a couple reasons why I do that. Food that's moving is more exciting than food that's just handed to them and is given in a stationary manner. And the other is, it gives them permission to leave me. I want them to think that just because they come to me doesn't mean they have to stay here or that I'm going to make them do something. They have permission to leave. So when you let them go, they're more apt to come back to you. So here's an example. We're going to let her kind of wander away again. And hopefully then she'll come back to me. And this time I'm going to be ready to have a treat, and I've got the treat ready. Sprinkles! Sprinkles! Yay! Good puppy! Good! So she went off down the steps actually to go get the treat. Sprinkles! Yay! Sprinkles! Yay! Look at you! Good job! Very good. Now later we're going to add a sit, but don't add a sit right now. When you're first doing this, I want you to do this for the next couple of weeks, playing with them, making it fun. It's also important to go around the corner so they don't know where you are. So you can call them and they can't see you, but they still look for you. So practice that this week, and then I'll show you how to add sits in another week or so.